is the sound of 200 miles an hour, thousands of screaming fans, and me realizing I probably should have brought earplugs. Today, I'm at the Indiana Grand Prix to see if one of the wildest races in the Midwest is actually worth the hype, or if it's just a loud, expensive headache. They say that the Grand Prix is incredible, but only if you pay for expensive seats. Well, I have regular tickets and zero connections. I wanted to test out the true fan experience to see how close we can actually get to the action. Naturally, I spent hours looking up Pinterest outfits for inspiration. The final outcome was a pair of jeans, a Corvette t-shirt, and some Pit Vipers to stay on the theme. I know, it's groundbreaking. Pit Vipers, striped shoes. I'm ready to go. Getting there was a whole different issue. We completely underestimated how massive the track was, and we found that out within minutes. But first, I had to pick up my tickets.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then go ahead.
What's today's date?
Tonight.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, thank you so much. Just in case you were wondering, this is what the ticket office looks like. We had absolutely no idea where to park, and it turns out you can buy parking passes ahead of time, and apparently local businesses and random homeowners just sell out their front lawns to fans, but we didn't know any of that, so we ended up parking a literal mile away from our seats. I think we're a little lost. We are nowhere near where we're supposed to be in our section. We're in section J. Right now we're in section A, so we have a long walk. Just kidding, we actually got offered a ride from a really nice old man, so we didn't have to walk very far at all. So thank you to the man whose name I don't know. Now this is where the intensity starts and you can really hear the race. The seats were also really tall, but we found them relatively quickly. Relatively early into the race, one of the cars got out, but it just kind of shows you how light they are because of how they can pick them up. Just look at this little guy bouncing around. So we were watching the race for a bit, but then we got a little hungry and decided to try the food. I had no idea what to expect for the food, but I kid you not, there were 3 options. A kid's meal, a hot dog, and another type of hot dog. Like, that's literally it, I'm not kidding. They did have food trucks, like, all around, though, and we actually got there a little late, so every option that was, like, a food truck actually was closed before we got there. So me and my dad actually got the kids meal. And the kids meal contained no other than a hot dog, chips, water, and a cookie. First up was the hot dog that had absolutely no flavor besides the ketchup I put on it. But I kept eating it anyways, and I probably shouldn't have because I got a massive stomachache later. Next up was the chocolate chip cookie that was quite literally as hard as a rock. And it may or may not have tasted like actual chalk. But once again, I devoured the entire thing because there were no other options. With just 14 of the 85 laps left, I noticed McLaren was about to take the win. As a fan, I wanted to celebrate right then and there, but I forced myself not to get my hopes up just yet. Ultimately, McLaren did take the win, and it felt good to be a McLaren fan, especially in my very first time going to the Indiana Speedway. After the race ended, everybody left the stands, and these next couple parts were cool to witness in person. First, I got to see Christian Lundgaard in person getting his trophy, which was super cool, and then you'll never guess what happened next. This random old man decides to yell at me. After walking around for a bit, we got to see more of Christian and some of the race car parts, which was really cool in my opinion. But you'll never guess what I got to see next. I got to walk on the raceway myself. Yes, after the race is done, you have the privilege to walk the track yourself. Take some pictures, but I noticed a little weird thing going on at the end of the track. It seemed that people were kissing the start and finish line of the track, so of course I had to partake in the tradition. I had no idea what to expect since this was my first race, but I'm so glad that I went. So to answer the question that we started with, is the Indiana Grand Prix actually worth it? Well, between the deafening noise, seeing McLaren, my preferred team, win, and getting to walk on the speedway itself, absolutely 10 out of 10 experience. If you enjoyed that adventure, hit the subscribe button because next up I am tackling a completely different problem.